What up, it's boy, Mr. Dan Tamray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, March 13th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Hulu said Monday it has ordered Little Fires Everywhere, a limited series produced by and featuring Big Little Lies actress Reese Witherspoon and Scandal stars Kerry Washington. The drama is based on Celeste Ng's 2017 novel, which, quote, follows the intertwined fates of the picture-perfect Richardson family and an enigmatic mother and daughter who upend their lives, the news release says. Liz Tiglar, whose credits include Life Unexpected and Casual, wrote and will serve as a showrunner, executive producer on the project. Joe Stillerman said in a statement, the streaming service chief content officer, Celeste wove a beautiful, riveting story that spoke to all of us, and when we heard the vision Reese, Kerry, and Liz have for the series, we knew immediately that we had to bring it to Hulu. We're honored to bring this powerful story to the screen with Hello Sunshine in their first studio project. This is exactly the type of compelling and culturally relevant content that embodies our Hulu original brands. Witherspoon added, at Hello Sunshine, we strive to shine a light on female-driven stories that are rooted in inspiration, emotion, and truth, all of which form the bedrock of Celeste Ng's ingenious work. Hulu has a rich history of transforming groundbreaking literature into groundbreaking television, and we're confident that their talented team will use this story to spur a long-overdue dialogue around race, class, and what it means to be a mother. With Kerry Washington, Liz Tiglar, and now Hulu, Hello Sunshine has brought together a dream lineup of creative collaborators, and we're privileged and humbled to have the opportunity to work with them to bring this important project to life. Washington remarked, as producers, we at Simpson Street are so proud to be part of this team to tell this extraordinary story inspired by Celeste Ng's phenomenal novel, and we are thrilled to be embarking on this journey with Hulu. As an actress, I am floored to have the opportunity to work alongside Reese Witherspoon, exploring the rich themes of this story, playing these dynamic characters. Zooey Deschanel is set to portray Belle in an upcoming live concert production of Disney's Beauty and the Beast that will also include Kelsey Grammer as Luminaire. Beauty and the Beast live in concert takes place on May 25th and May 26th at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles and will feature the original 1991 Beauty and the Beast animated films songs being played while the cast performs the songs, reported the Los Angeles Times. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. on Friday. Deschanel and Grammer are joined by Taye Diggs as Gaston, Rebel Wilson as LaFoe, Jane Krakowski as Mrs. Potts, and The Voice alum Anthony Evans as Beast. Richard Kraft, who directed The Little Mermaid in concert, which starred Wilson, and Sarah Bareilles is returning to helm the project. Evans will be performing Evermore, an original song that was created for Disney's 2017 live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. Kraft said in a statement, like our celebration of Disney's The Little Mermaid in concert at the Hollywood Bowl, we're mixing film, live music, singers, dancers, digital projections, effects, and special guest artists to create an event that pays homage to the original movie, but also delivers something that can only be experienced live. Ellen Pompeo responded to angry fans Sunday following news two longtime Grey's Anatomy stars are leaving the show. The 48-year-old actress who plays Meredith Grey on the ABC series spoke out in a series of tweets after some blamed her recent salary renegotiation for Jessica Capshaw and Sarah Drew's departures from the medical drama. Pompeo wrote, "We are grateful all of you are so passionate, but if you knew these two women the way I know them, they would not approve of all this nastiness." She added, "They both are super shiny, happy people. I know you're angry, but your representation can be farther from those women actually, from who these women actually are." Pompeo also responded to an individual fan who asked, "Aren't we allowed to be angry at this injustice, though? Going to be two impossible holes to fill." She responded by saying, "You are, but spreading acceptance and love is our message with Grey's and what all the actors try to do with our performances on this show." Pompeo ultimately gave up after different fans suggested that she was being disrespectful of Capshaw and Drew. She responded, "Please don't accuse me of being disrespectful. It doesn't matter what I say. Nothing I say is okay. so I won't say anything at all anymore. Deadline reported Thursday that Capshawn Drew, who played Arizona Robbins, and April Kepner will exit Grey's Anatomy after season 14. Showrunner Krista Vernoff denied the same day that Pompeo's new $20 million annual deal influenced the pair's departure. Vernoff wrote in a post on Twitter, "The suggestion in the Deadline article that our cast change are in any way to Ellen Pompeo's salary renegotiation is wrong and hurtful and misguided. It smacks of an old, broken patriarchal notion that women must be pitted against each other and that one woman's success will be costly to others." She says Ellen Pompeo has not only advocated passionately for her fellow cast members, she has taken the time to educate women worldwide as to how to advocate for themselves, and that must not now be twisted. The decision to make changes to our cast was a creative one. Jennifer Aniston attended Molly McNearney's birthday party Sunday in wake of her recent split. The 49-year-old actress celebrated McNearney, a comic writer and the wife of late-night host Jimmy Kimmel, with friends following her breakup with Justin Theroux. Aniston's manager, Aileen Keshian, shared a photo booth picture of herself with Aniston, McNearney, Jean Mayer, and Amanda Aneka. Mayer split from Tobey Maguire in 2016, while Aneka is married to Jason Bateman. Keshian captioned the snapshot on Instagram, hashtag Amanda Aneka, at Jen Mayer Jewelry, at hashtag Jennifer Aniston, at McNearney. Kimmel, Bateman, Kristen Bell, and Dax Shepard were among the other guests in attendance. Bell wrote on her account, "Happy Molly's birthday, everyone. At McNearney is one of the kindest, most authentic, cleverest gals I've ever come across. Her intelligence is only outshined by her wit. The world is better with her in it. I love the fact that she exists. This is a very special day." Aniston split from Theroux in February after less than 3 years of marriage. People report Aniston is leaning on Friends, including former Friends co-star Courtney Cox, in the wake of her separation. A source says spending time at Courtney's always makes her happy. The insider added, "She has a huge group of girlfriends who make sure she isn't alone. Jen truly has the best friends. They are real friends that she has had for many years. They always support each other." Bachelor couple Arie Luyendyk Jr. and Lauren Burnham enjoyed a day out in St. Petersburg, Florida for the season opening race of the IndyCar season. Burnham and Luyendyk Jr., a former driver who once competed in the Indianapolis 500, were seen Sunday walking through the racetrack hand in hand while wearing matching red racing suits. Burnham shared a collection of photos from the date, including a video of herself meeting with famed driver Mario Andretti. She wrote, "One of the top 5 coolest things I've ever done, thanks for the rides at Arie Jr. and at Andretti Mario." So alongside with Luyendyk Jr. posting photos from the day on his Instagram story, writing, "Great day back at the track with my fiance. My IndyCar family approves, feeling the love." Luyendyk Jr., in a shocking twist, proposed to Burnham during the second part of the Bachelor finale after initially choosing Becca Kerfrin during the first half of the finale. Kerfrin was then named the new Bachelorette. New York's Metropolitan Opera fired famed conductor James Levine after an investigation found he engaged in, quote, "sexually abusive and harassing conduct." The Met released a statement announcing it has terminated its relationship with Levine, 74, as music director emeritus and artistic director of its Young Artist program, following the 3-month investigation conducted by outside counsel. The opera said the investigation uncovered credible evidence that Mr. Levine had engaged in sexually abusive and harassing conduct both before and during the period when he worked at the Met. The investigation also uncovered credible evidence that Mr. Levine engaged in sexually abusive and harassing conduct towards vulnerable artists in the early stages of their careers over whom Mr. Levine had authority. In light of these findings, the Met concludes that it would be inappropriate and impossible for Mr. Levine to continue to work at the Met. The Met opened the investigation in December into whether Levine sexually abused an aspiring conductor since he was 15, starting 3 decades ago. Met officials at the time acknowledged that they had been aware of the alleged victim's police report since it was filed last year in Illinois, but they also said Levine denied any wrongdoing at the time, and authorities did not contact them further. The investigation includes interviews with more than 70 people. It also found that allegations members of the Met's management or its board of directors engaged in a cover-up of information relating to Levine's misconduct were, quote, completely unsubstantiated. The opera said, "We recognize the great concerns over these issues that have been expressed by the Met community both inside and outside of the Opera House and wish to provide the assurance that the Met is committed to ensure a safe, respectful, and harassment-free workplace for its employees and artists. Kylie Jenner says her pregnancy was a perfect experience. The 20-year-old television personality answered fan questions about her pregnancy and daughter Stormi in a series of tweets Sunday after welcoming the infant with boyfriend rapper Travis Scott. She responded after a fan asked what the worst part of her pregnancy was. There really was no worst part, probably not being able to eat sushi, LOL. I had such a perfect experience, she moved a lot. Jenner did say, however, that she was experiencing food cravings while pregnant. Her number one craving was Eggo waffles, although she was also partial to donuts and fast food from In-N-Out. The star said, Eggos, I never liked them before I was pregnant and haven't had one since I had her. So strange, LOL. She added, LMFO and In-N-Out. Jenner said that she and Scott were so surprised to learn that they were expecting a daughter because they were convinced they were having a baby boy. The couple welcomed Stormi on February 1st and have been adjusting to parenthood since. Jenner said of Scott in his new role as dad, he's the best. Jenner said she loves all of Stormi, although one of her favorite features is her daughter's little toes. She showed off Stormi's foot in a Snapchat video in February and posted a cute photo of her daughter sleeping last week. Kailyn Lowry put reconciliation rumors to rest Saturday by slamming Javi Marroquin on Twitter. The 25-year-old television personality denied in a series of tweets that she's getting back together with Marroquin, whom she split in 2016, nearly 3 years of marriage. She wrote, Javi and I are not getting back together, so whatever you're reading is all bullshit. The Teen Mom 2 star appeared to blame Marroquin while responding to a fan who was sad about the news. She wrote, he did it, not me. Lowry later accused Marroquin of not supporting her when they were a couple. She asked, how can you get back together with someone who didn't have your back when y'all were together? If you have a child with someone, I don't see how bad it gets. You don't let someone go after the other parent. Lowry shares 4-year-old son Lincoln with Marroquin and is also mom to 8-year-old son Isaac and 7-month-old son Lux. She and Marroquin said in an interview with Us Weekly in January that a reconciliation just wouldn't happen. Marroquin explained, I just think that there's a lot of history between us that neither of us will ever let go. Even if we were to try it again in the future, it wouldn't work just because I know the type of person I am and the type of person she is, and we argue. Lowry agreed. Javi argues out of passion. Javi is a habitual arguer and never let her goer. Javi for sure needs to choose his battles. Swedish royal Princess Madeleine says she named her new daughter Adrienne. The 35-year-old Duchess of Hälsingland and Gästrikland shared her baby girl's name and a sweet photo of the infant with her 2 other children, Princess Leonor and Prince Nicholas, on her new Instagram account. Princess Madeleine wrote in a post Monday, Adrienne Josephine Alice, after announcing her Instagram account on her official Facebook page. The picture shows 4-year-old Princess Leonor and 2-year-old Prince Nicholas cuddling with Princess Adrienne between them on a couch. Princess Madeleine shares her children with husband Chris O'Neill. She captioned the snapshot, Leonor and Nicholas welcomed their little sister home. Princess Adrienne was born Friday at the Dynärdalen Hospital outside Stockholm. The Swedish royal court posted a first photo of the infant the same day on its official Instagram account. The caption reads, Princess Madeleine and Mr. Christopher O'Neill's newborn daughter photographed at Dynärdalen Hospital earlier today, photoed by Mr. Christopher O'Neill. Princess Madeleine married O'Neill in June 2013. She is the youngest of King Carl the 17th, Gustav, and Queen Sylvia's 3 children. Passing to report, legendary French fashion designer Hubert de Givenchy died Saturday at the age of 91. Givenchy's partner, Philippe Vinet, said that the style icon died in his sleep at the home they shared outside Paris, according to The Guardian. Givenchy's fashion house, which Givenchy founded in 1952, confirmed the news Monday on its official Twitter account. The company said the House of Givenchy is sad to report the passing of its founder, Hubert de Givenchy, a major personality of the world of French haute couture and a gentleman who symbolized Parisian chic and elegance for more than half a century. He will be greatly missed. Givenchy was known for creating several iconic dresses for actress Audrey Hepburn, including the embroidered white dress she wore in Sabrina in 1954 and the black costume dress she sported in Breakfast at Tiffany's in 1961. Givenchy's fashion house said, according to the Los Angeles Times, he revolutionized international fashion with the timelessly stylish looks he created for Audrey Hepburn, his great friend and muse for over 40 years. His work remains as relevant today as it was then. Givenchy was 25 when he opened his design house in 1952, and he met Hepburn the next year after she was cast in Sabrina. He agreed to meet with her only because he thought he was dressing Katharine Hepburn, but developed a long-time friendship with the actress. Hepburn, the designer who recalled Hepburn, who died in 1993 in an interview with the Los Angeles Times in 1995, immediately we had this great sympathy together. Givenchy created pieces for Hepburn both on and off screen, and won an Oscar in 1958 for his contributions for her movie Funny Face. He also dressed such women as Marlene Dietrich, Grace Kelly, and Jacqueline Kennedy. Givenchy retired in 1995, 6 years after his fashion house was acquired by LVMH. June Galanio, Alexander McQueen, Julia McDonald, and Ricardo Tisci followed as creative directors, a role now held by Claire Ray Keller. Kim Kardashian and Beyonce are among the stars who have worn modern Givenchy dresses and designs. Kardashian wore a floral dress at the 2013 Met Gala while pregnant with daughter Northwest, while Beyonce wore a latex gown to the 2016 event. Givenchy was 91 years old. Speaking of Beyonce and husband JayZ have announced a joint OTR II Stadium World Tour that will make stops in cities across the UK, Europe, and North America. The tour is set to kick off June 6th at the Principality Stadium at Cardiff, UK. The married couple will remain in Europe until July 17th, while they perform at Allianz Riviera in Nice, France. The North American leg begins July 25th at the First Energy Stadium in Cleveland before wrapping up October 2nd at the BC Palace in Vancouver. Tickets for the general public go on sale starting March 19th through Live Nation. City car holders, title subscribers, and Beehive members will have access to pre-sales that begins on March 14th. Beyonce teased the tour on Instagram Monday alongside a black and white promotional photos and a trailer for the concerts, which share herself and JayZ sharing moments together on stage. JayZ and Beyonce held their first On the Run tour in 2014. It was named after the rapper's song Part 2 On the Run, which features Beyonce. The rap mogul recently made headlines for being named Forbes' wealthiest hip-hop artist of 2018. Tim McGraw fell to his knees during a concert in Dublin, Ireland, after suffering from dehydration. McGraw had just finished performing his song Humble and Kind on Sunday when he collapsed and then later took a seat. The country star's wife, Faith Hill, came on stage to inform the audience at the couple's annual Country to Country festival that McGraw was okay. Hill said to concert goers, the Washington Post reported, "We've all been a little dehydrated traveling so much, and he's been super dehydrated, and I apologize, but I've made the decision that he cannot come back out on stage." A representative for McGraw said in a statement, Tim McGraw was suffering from dehydration in Dublin this evening at the C2C show. He was attended to by local medical staff on site and will be fine. He and Faith thank everyone for their love and support and look forward to seeing their Irish fans again soon. The Country to Country Festival tours London, Glasgow, and Dublin, and includes other country headliners such as Leanne Rimes and Eric Church. McGraw and Hill are still expected to embark on another leg of their Soul to Soul tour on May 31st in Richmond, Virginia. Taylor Swift turns invisible and dances in the rain in a new music video for Reputation track Delicate. The clip, released Sunday during the iHeartRadio Music Awards, where Swift won Female Artist of the Year, begins with the singer being hounded by reporters as she walks the red carpet before being handed a magical note. After dealing with a crazed bellhop and a security team who follows her every move, Swift realizes that she suddenly becomes invisible inside of a bathroom. The pop star takes advantage of a new power and begins to dance in the middle of a hotel lobby barefoot before leaving for a subway station. Swift then dances in the rain, where she performs a split on top of a car. Swift, upon entering a bar, is seen again by others as she holds the magical note in her hand. The Delicate music video is the fourth, directed by Joseph Kahn, who also helped the video Look What You Made Me Do, Ready For It, and Endgame. All three songs appear on Swift's latest album, Reputation. Ed Sheeran won Best Male Artist and Taylor Swift won Best Female Artist at the iHeartRadio Music Awards Sunday night. Sheeran also took home the Best Song honors for Shape of You, which beat Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee's Despacito, The Chainsmokers and Coldplay's Something Just Like This, Bruno Mars' That's What I Like, and Wild Thoughts by DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna and Bryson Tiller. The Best Song nominees won in other categories. Something Just Like This won for Best Collaboration, and Wild Thoughts won for Best Hip Hop Song. And although Luis Fonsi lost in the Best Song and Best Collaboration categories, he was named Best Latin Artist, beating out Shakira, Nicky Jam, J Balvin, and CNCO. Kendrick Lamar was named Best Hip Hop Artist of the Year, ending Drake's 2-year reign in that category, and Cardi B continued her breakout year by winning Best New Hip Hop Artist. Other winners included Maroon 5 for Best Group, Niall Horan for Best New Pop Artist, Imagine Dragons for Best Alternative Rock Artist, and Judah and the Lion for Best New Alternative Rock Artist. But it was Portugal the Man that was recognized for Best Alternative Rock Song of the Year for their hit Feel It Still, which beat two Imagine Dragons songs, Believer and Thunder. The first ever iHeartRadio Icon Award was given to Bon Jovi, who will be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame next month. The band then performed two of their best-known hits, You Give Love a Bad Name and It's My Life. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1965, Eric Clapton leaves the Yardbirds. In and of itself, one man leaving one band in the middle of the 1960s might warrant little more than a historical footnote. But what makes the departure of Eric Clapton from the Yardbirds on this date in 1965 more significant is the long and complicated game of musical chairs it set off within the world of British blues rock. When Clapton walked out of the Yardbirds, he did more than just change the course of his own career. He also set in motion a change of events that would see not just one, but two more guitar giants pass through the Yardbirds on their way towards significant futures of their own. And through the various groups they would later form, influence, join, and quit, these three guitar heroes, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page, would shape more than a decade's worth of rock and roll. Eric Clapton was only 18 when he joined the Yardbirds in 1963, just after the group took over for the up-and-coming Rolling Stones as the house band at London's Crawdaddy Club. Like many English musicians of his generation, Clapton was primarily interested in American blues, and he was enough of a purist about it to quit the Yardbirds when they drifted from the blues towards experimental pop with their early 1965 hit, For Your Love. Clapton recommended as his replacement his friend Jimmy Page, then an enormously successful session musician, but Page declined. That led to the Yardbirds hiring Jeff Beck, who would serve as the group's lead guitarist during its most successful and influential period. In 1966, when another of the Yardbirds' original members quit, Jimmy Page finally agreed to join the group, teaming with Beck in a twin guitar attack for a brief period before Beck was fired later that same year. Page would become the final lead guitarist of the Yardbirds, who essentially disbanded in 1968. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, March 13th, 2018. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.